Yes, the storylines have been going crazy with the Lakers. Should they trade LeBron? Is it time to go into rebuild mode? Is it time to go away from Anthony Davis? Is it time to trade him? Anthony Davis is a guy who has been disappointing me so far this season. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play a perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic, head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. And you guys are probably watching this and sitting there, why is Anthony Davis disappointing you? Why is he the only one that is disappointing you on this Lakers team? Well, Anthony Davis had a strong start in this beginning of the season. And then you see he has taken a lot of games off, meaning not literally taking games off, but he is going away from the success he had early on the season. We saw a lot of the offense going through Anthony Davis, and he was so aggressive. He was making a case, an early case for MVP. You started seeing the tweets go out. You started seeing all the Instagram posts, whatever social media platform, Anthony Davis' name was going around because how much success he was having on the floor on a night in and night out basis. He was able to get to the free throw line out well. I can't preach that enough. When Anthony Davis gets to the free throw line, there is success all around this Lakers team. And then he has these games where he looks like he doesn't want to be out there. Don't want to be out there as far as going away from the basket, setting away in these mid-range jumpers, trying to go away from this bread and butter and getting to the basket and getting these big men foul. Anthony Davis has a skill set. He has the athleticism. He has the size, the length, whatever you want to call it, to be a successful guy and to be the face of this Lakers team. LeBron has been wanting and waiting to give Anthony Davis the keys and take over this Lakers team. But for some reason, he has not been able to do it. I want Anthony Davis to be the leader of this team. I want him to be vocal about this team. And he has done it in certain instances, especially in the post game when he calls out the lack of defense, calls out the lack of attention to detail, calls out when they're not paying attention. It looks like they're lost on the basketball floor. We see him doing that, but that's got to also translate on into the game, meaning he's got to go out there and put a statement out there. Be like, hey, I'm the guy. I'm the go-to guy. Let me get you guys and lead you guys to the right direction. I get it. LeBron is going to carry the burden sometimes, but he's going to be turning 40 years old. That's the biggest thing that everyone says. He's turning 40 in a couple weeks. Well, Anthony Davis, it's your time. And I know last year they were waiting for you to to hand the keys off to Anthony Davis. Now we come again, and last year he wasn't able to do it. And then this year, you see it. You see what happens. You see the light. And for some reason, he just goes away and he goes in spurts where he has a couple bad games in a row. Yes, he bounced back. He bounced back in that Trailblazers game. He bounced back in that Atlanta Hawks game. But we want to see him do it night in and night out on a consistent basis. There's not a game where Anthony Davis should not at least have 25 points and 10 rebounds. Those other games he was having against the Miami Heat, against the Minnesota Timberwolves, having 10 points and 8 rebounds, that's unacceptable, man. So that's why when I say Anthony Davis has been disappointing is when he's not consistent night in and night out. There's going to be bad games. There's going to be bad games. Bad games as far as missing shots, missing those bread and butters, missing those bunnies, missing free throws, might have a missed defensive assignment. Those things happen. But you can control what you control. And that is at least being aggressive, at least trying to score the basketball and not floating around. You can't have it when guys are taking you out your game and bumping you and having you and forcing you to shoot the 3-ball. No, man, we need you to be the leader, be the vocal, set the tone out for this Lakers team, all right? Because now with these rumors that Lakers need to get rid of Anthony Davis too, no, I don't think they need to do that one bit. I think they can rebuild around Anthony Davis and add assets to him and be able to have still a very functional team and a very competitive team and still be a playoff team every single year. Yes, we understand the rebuilding mode. There's going to be years that you're going to struggle. I mentioned that in the last episode. But Anthony Davis has to be the centerpiece, and he has to be the leader of this Lakers team. So yeah, I talked about how disappointing I've been in Anthony Davis this season, but I want to talk about someone who has been the most surprising for me this season for the Lakers, and that guy is Dalton Knecht. But I will get into a little bit of that right after I let my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
Dalton Knecht has been the most surprising player for me because I was not expecting him to come in with the high rate offensively, being able to shoot the ball as well as he does, being able to shoot the three ball, the mid-range, the ability to create his own shot, being a great spot-up shooter. I was really, really surprised. And honestly, he came in ready to go. JJ Redick has already thrown him in the starting lineup and trying to tweak the lineup with Dalton Knecht involved in it. You've seen there's certain offenses that are ran through Dalton Knecht to try to get him an open look. We have not seen that. The Lakers have always been looking for a guy who can shoot the ball, a laser, as what Scott Kaplan would say. And they finally found that. So now this is a time where the Lakers need to keep on developing Dalton Knecht. He has the ability to take over games. And we have not seen that in a while, especially when it comes to a rookie who you know you're going to be developing throughout this process. With that being said, Dalton Knecht has been so great offensively, and he's already been in the rumors of being a potential rookie of the year. He's got to be able to defend. He's got to be able to keep guys in front. There's a lot of times and a lot of possessions where Dalton Knecht cannot guard anyone, and he has to be taken out of games because he can't guard anyone defensively. You can't have that, especially how valuable he is as an offensive player, being able to score at a high rate. The Lakers got to be able to rely on him on the other end, whether that's being on help side, whether that's being able to close out properly, whether that's being able to get defensive rebounds and then be able to run in transition, getting back on transition defense. Don't let your shots dictate your defense. I have not seen Dalton Knecht really respond well on the defensive end, especially on nights where he has struggled, because he has had struggling nights. Now it's time, Dalton Knecht, you got to be able to improve defensively, because when it comes down to crunch time, the team has to rely on you to not blow an assignment, to be able to pay attention to detail. When you're fatigued, when you're tired, how are you going to defend? How are you going to defend, especially on a night where you're scoring really well? Be able to defend too, man. You have to be able to defend. Dalton Knecht came in this draft class ready to go. Came from junior college, transferred to Northern Colorado, transferred to Tennessee, and he came in his draft class at the age of 23. So he's already been mature. And that's what separates himself a lot from these other rookies, being able to come in ready to go. We've seen that with 76ers guard Jared McCain. Yes, we've seen that, but the Lakers finally found what they needed. And what are they going to do? They need to be able to keep this guy on the roster and not move away from him so quickly, which I don't think they intend to do. I think Dalton Knecht is in their plans for the future, but you got to be able to keep this guy for the long run because Dalton Knecht has a lot of promise. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This is another edition of Lakers Talk Daily. As always, peace.